pumpkin spice lattes out, and later this afternoon, quite a few gusts of wind, 30 to 35 miles an hour, and then mostly cloudy and windy. Later tonight, topping off at 60 degrees heading into your weekend. All right, now let's talk about this. We got a big border battle this weekend. The Vikings-Packers will go head-to-head in week 2 of the NFL season. It should be a great day for football. Sunday's forecast at Lambeau Field in Green Bay is partly sunny and a high of 76 degrees. CBS Sports has the Packers as a 2-point favorite, but it will likely be a very close game. We know we don't really care about favorites, do we? So what is your prediction for this border battle? Are you team Kirk Cousins or are you team Aaron Rodgers? Let us know. Those watching on Facebook, leave a comment right here. We will read through a few of those in a moment. Did you stay up for the debate last night? There are still 9 more left, so I'm not judging you if you did not stay up. We'll catch you up. For starters, it lasted 3 hours. Healthcare and gun control were a big focus, and Minnesota Senator Amy Klobuchar, she didn't get much stage time, but she did take her opportunities when they came, making herself a moderate among liberals, warning about Bernie Sanders' Medicare for All plan. Senator Sanders, of course, he defended it.
While Bernie wrote the bill, I read the bill. And on page 8 of the bill, it says that we will no longer have private insurance as we know it.
Under my legislation, people will not go into financial ruin.
I've actually never met anybody who likes their health insurance company.
I'm for Barack. I think the Obamacare worked.
26 people died.
Gun control was also a main topic and a personal one for the Texas audience and Texas Congressman Beto O'Rourke following last month's mass shootings in El Paso and Odessa.
Hell yes, we're going to take your AR-15, your AK-47. We're not going to allow it to be used against our fellow Americans anymore.
The next debate will be October 15th in Ohio. It will likely be another 2-night affair because 11 candidates have already qualified for that debate, and around we go. Heads up if you're driving around the metro area this weekend. Starting at 10 o'clock tonight, 35W will be closed in both directions between I-94 and Highway 280. The construction, it never ends. This could impact people driving to the Gopher football game. The interstate should reopen in time for Monday morning's commute, so just a heads up there if you're going about town. Today, actress Felicity Huffman is scheduled to be sentenced in the college admissions scandal. Huffman pleaded guilty to 2 mail fraud-related charges. She's admitted paying $15,000 to bump her daughter's SAT scores. Prosecutors have suggested 1 month in prison and a $20,000 fine. Her lawyers are asking instead for 1-year probation along with community service, and yes, that $20,000 fine would also stay in place as requested by her lawyers. R. Kelly could return to Minnesota in handcuffs. There is now a warrant out for his arrest after he didn't show up for yesterday's court date in Hennepin County. Kelly's accuser in this case says that he paid her to dance naked for him in Minneapolis back in 2001. Prosecutors didn't expect Kelly to actually show up in court. Why not? Because he's in jail in Chicago facing similar charges. We reached out to one of Kelly's attorneys, but we have not yet heard back. The state's Department of Health has new warnings about obesity among Minnesotans. Pay attention. A new report shows the state's obesity rate for adults now tops 30%. That is nearly a 2% jump from 2017 to 2018. The state's health commissioner is putting a lot of blame on sugary drinks, saying that they are the largest source of added sugars in the American diet. She also says that we're sitting in front of the screens too much for too long every day. Something to be mindful of. And eat your veggies while you're going out and about. Always tough to hear about marriages ending. Singer Adele says that she's officially calling it quits with her husband after 2 years of marriage. Entertainment Tonight reports Adele filed for divorce from husband Simon Konecki. Not a huge surprise because back in April, Adele said that she and Konecki had already separated. They've been a couple since 2011 and had a son, Angelo, in 2012. Rumors has it that Adele will drop a new album later this year. That would be her first since 2015. Don't test your luck today. It's Friday the 13th, and we'll see a full moon. Tonight's full moon is known as a harvest moon, a signal of the beginning of fall. So now you officially have permission to wear your comfy sweaters and, yes, get those PSLs. It gets its name, the harvest moon, because it provides extra light in the evenings, extending harvesting time for farmers. Pretty cool there. Those are beautiful images, aren't they? A Bethel University football player is joining the ranks of some of football's greatest players. Great athlete on the field, I'm sure, but his work off the field is really what sets him apart.
Hold up a minute. Dr. Danny Munoz won the Good Works AFCA All-State Good Works Award.
Doctor. That is senior offensive lineman Danny Munoz, who received the All-State Good Works Award. It's an honor that only 22 players in the country receive. Danny spends the offseason packing food at Feed My Starving Children. He spent spring break working with kids in Costa Rica. He led his teammates in landscaping at a senior center, and he regularly mentors kids through Bethel Buddies.
Well, I think Coach Jay says it best, give your gifts away for free. And if you have 2 or 3 hours on a Saturday or a Sunday, why not do something valuable with it instead of sitting around watching Netflix or just being a couch potato? So find a way to give and find a way to spread God's love.
He's a great blessing to us and me, and you know, it's we need that kind of guy in society, a soft-hearted, tough guy, you know.
Yeah, we sure do. Danny will be honored again during halftime at the Sugar Bowl on New Year's Day in New Orleans. You go, Danny. He's in good company, too, with that award. Former winners include Peyton Manning, Eli Manning, and Tim Tebow. Twins fans, you want to talk about baseball, or are you just holding your breath? Big night ahead in Cleveland. They're opening a crucial 3-game series against the Indians, and take a look. This is where we stand going into it. We have the standings pulled up, but I can just go ahead and tell you about it. Pressure's on for the Twins with Cleveland hot on their tails. Just a 3.5-game lead there. First pitch is 6:10 tonight. Back to today's talker. Vikings-Packers game. Big weekend for sports here in the Twin Cities. What is your prediction? Let's bring in WCCO's digital guy, Cole. Cole, what are people saying? Do we have more green or do we have more purple?
We have definitely a bias towards the Vikings this morning.
I wonder why.
We got Net saying, I think the Vikings will smoke them.
Smoke them.
Paul, Vikings by 14. Gerald, Vikings 21, Packers 13. Then we have Daryl saying, who's Kirk Cousins? Go Pack, go. So we do have some Packers side.
Okay, yeah. Just flex that voice for you, Dale.
And then last one, Warren says Vikings 21, or 27, Packers 13.
27-13. Very specific there.
Exactly.
All right. Thanks, Cole. Are you going to watch this weekend?
You betcha.
You betcha.
I think Vikings will squeak.
Okay, a win is a win, though. We'll take
Yeah.
the squeak. Unless you're a Packers fan, then I guess you'll take the squeak in the other direction. That's it for now. This is the 734 from WCCO, and most of the Twin Cities are on the go, so why not make us your place for mobile news? We will surely be back here on Monday at 7:34 on the dot. Until then, enjoy the internet. Have a great weekend.